Oh, Lily, hi. How you doing? Hey, Lily, hi. Yeah, hi. Come on, Lily, let's go over here. Come on, dude. Come on. Okay, you can stay here. That's fine. That's also good. I got this organ that I keep in this extra cold room over here. Love it. Okay. Let's. Yep. Okay. Just give me some. I don't care what drawbars. Give me those. Okay. So it's already a little out of tune. But also, if you were to take a tuner, which I encourage you to do, take a tuner right now, and this is a D, and your tuner's going to tell you that it's not a D, because it's not. It's trying really hard to be a D, but it's not quite there. So what's happening? The motor isn't turning fast enough. So back here is the mechanical tone generator, which is basically a series of little wheels that spin in front of some pickups. And I hope that's right, otherwise people are going to yell at me on the internet, and I'm very sensitive, and I don't like it when people do that. But, you know, such is life. Anyway, so that's all back there, and all those little wheels are spun by that motor right there. And that motor, you got to lubricate it every once in a while. You put some oil in that little funnel and it drips it down. There's no funnel here, but there's a hole still where the funnel would be. So what I do is I take this Hammond generator oil and a bendy straw, and I just sort of drip it in there. And it's got the tubes everywhere, the tube amps and the such and everything, and it's got the reverb, the spring reverb, which is very cool, all that great stuff. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed this thing right here hanging out the front or the back, whatever side of the thing, and they will have said, gee, I don't think it's supposed to do that. And that would be correct. It's not supposed to do that. This is the motor run capacitor here. What the motor run capacitor is supposed to look like, right? And then there's this one, which is a little, I would say misshapen, which is a very good indicator that your capacitor is bad. And so I sort of didn't mess with this for a year and a half after it started behaving this way. But then I had a bunch of folks over for New Year's, as I do, and I think like 4 of them told me to fix the organ. So I'll fix the organ. Fine. Now the capacitor is held on here. There's 3 wires and they're just soldered on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my soldering iron and undo all of that, and then attach this one to it. And hopefully it'll work and be really good, and everyone will be really happy, and we'll all have a grand old time. The new capacitor is on there. And then we come over here, and it works now. And it plays all the right notes. Yippee. Okay, so now I got my Leslie speaker. It's a 225, and it came with a variety of wires and cords and such that I need to figure out how to wire in to the organ itself. So we've got this little control connector with looks like plugs into the Leslie speaker, which appears to be this big old cable, and then this appears to plug into the console, which is this, with a series of wires coming out of it. And I don't know what all of those are for, so I need to figure that out. Echo switch, tremolo switch, that's these 2 guys over here. A little 2-pin connector going to our tremolo switch. It's this guy here. And a little 5-pin connector going to our echo switch right here, which has 3 options on it. These little half-moon switches are going to end up attaching to the organ, sort of like so that you can just reach over and smack those. Don't touch those. Go away. Be gone. Anyway, it's got the one speaker pointed downwards, And then the thing that makes it all fancy Leslie speaker is this guy down here, which will spin and create that iconic Leslie sound. That's where your big heckin' cable plugs into it. The only thing I'm not sure about is those 5 wires that come into here. I'm not quite sure how those are meant to come in. The fiends have made it their home already. It didn't take long, they're already inside of it. Okay, so I figured out how to get it hooked up. So it was this plug, which has a green and a black and a red wire, and it's supposed to have a blue and a gray wire, but some dingus replaced it with this wire, which is fine. The blue and the gray wire go up here to your power, which is behind this little box. It's over by the motor, and it hooks up to the yellow and the gray. So then that way, when you flip your switch to turn on your organ, it also turns on your speaker, which is pretty cool. The red wire goes over to the hot out of your speakers, which that's how I did it temporarily before I got it working. I'll fix that. I'll make it better. Don't worry. And the green then continues on to your speaker connection. So essentially all you're doing is routing your speaker signal. Instead of going the green wire out of your amp straight into your speaker, you have the green wire going through here, and then this green wire sends it back up. That's all it is. And then your black wire, of course, goes to the negative on the speaker side, like it do. And then all of that gets sent through this big stupid cable, so you can put your Leslie speaker really far away, and then that plugs in down there to this amp, which luckily has a volume knob on it because it's very loud. I've got it on half volume, and normally, well, the full volume is quite loud, and I probably disturbed everyone in the house. My cats and my wife are all probably just furious with me. The 2 half moon switches, Crown and Tremolo, are going to get mounted right here, which I'll do now. Looks like all of the goobers are taking turns in the organ. Hello, Lily. So yeah, there it is. There's the Hammond organ with the Leslie speaker. It sure does go. And then I just switch it to that, and that noise turns off. So it sure does. It sure does.